Steve, I'm curious. I remember hearing you talk to, I think it was Tim Roy recently, about how when you played with Chicago, there was maybe a week that went by where you didn't get in a game and you felt like you were almost not part of the team. How important is that to have your guys tonight being that much of the team? I mean, that's the way this team has been, put together to begin with, but especially tonight.
Not just tonight, the last few games, without Steph and Draymond and Zaza both missing some games too. It's been a good chance for Jordan and Kevon to get out there. JaVale did a nice job the other night in Detroit, and he didn't play tonight because of the matchups. But Quinn Cook coming up and doing a good job. These nights are really powerful for a team where guys are able to get out there who aren't usually in the lineup. Makes them feel good, makes us feel good, and it just strengthens the depth.
What does David West bring to this team, especially on a night like this? He's pretty much perfect.
David's had a spectacular season. I mean, it's crazy. It seems like every night he's doing this, hitting 5 or 6 shots, blocking shots, setting screens. I mean, he's one of the smartest players out there on the floor every night. He's just been brilliant. Sometimes I think a guy, later in his career, especially a guy like David who's been an all-star, it's almost like you're playing with house money, in your career. You just let it go, just play and experience the joy, just feel it. And he's having a lot of fun out there. You can see it, and he's playing great.
What did you think of the defense tonight? It's been such a key without Steph. It seemed like it played well for 3 quarters, a little bit late. But what did you just think overall?
Yeah, overall great. We got out on shooters. JB was really good, switching on to their guards and challenging shots. And I thought all in all, until that fourth quarter stretch, when we got a little lazy, I thought the defense was good.
Steve, there's obviously a lot of contributions tonight, but Nick, Stoneberg, and Jordan all being new. What's been the key for the integration process?
The key is just having a lot of talent around them and the continuity that already exists on the team. It's hard to integrate 6, 7 new players, but if it's 3 or 4 on a team that already has the continuity that we have, it's much easier because the older guys just sort of lead them and help them along. But they've all been really good. They're fun to have on the team, and they're all contributing.
How satisfied are you with this performance, and why? And what are some of the areas that you think still need to be improved?
I'm satisfied. I'm always satisfied with any win, but particularly without 3 starters. That's a great sign. And I liked our defense for 3 quarters. Fourth quarter was a little disappointing, but we let our guard down. But Damian Lillard obviously got rolling, and he's tough to stop. So I'll give him credit. But it's a good win, and we move on.
Steve, you mentioned earlier that you didn't want to tell us who was going to start the game tonight, and finally, you saw the lineups. Jordan, was there ever a question whether he would start, first of all? And second of all, does his spectacular play make it easier to live with the little mistakes that he makes out there sometimes?
Yeah, that's the trade-off. We're trying to bring Jordan along slowly, but he makes it hard to keep him off the floor with what he does. But we're pointing out his mistakes and trying to teach him about the NBA game and about his opponents and who he's guarding and what to expect. I mean, it comes at you fast as a rookie. From one night to the next, you got all these star players and tendencies that you have to learn, and coverages and terminology, everything else. So he's coming along really well, and he's been outstanding for us.
Coach, what did you see out of Quinn Cook's 10 minutes tonight?
Quinn was great. He's been fantastic since we've brought him up, and he's really the ideal guy to be in this role. He's a professional. I've talked to Coach K about him a little bit. Coach K just loved him at Duke, called him a force multiplier, which I had never really heard that expression before, but it's a really good one. That's what Quinn does. He sort of makes everybody better. He makes the group better because of his professionalism and his intelligence and his play. And so we're really happy with Quinn, and he's contributing quite a bit right now without Steph out there.
Back to Jordan, there were a few times when he got switched out on Dame or CJ, and he made some pretty nice plays. What did you think of his defense when he was switched out on one of those two guards?
Yeah, he was great. That's kind of his forte. That's what we liked about him coming out of Oregon was, the ability to switch out onto guards and protect the rim. It's a very unique skill, kind of a Draymond Green-like skill, and it's a required one in the modern NBA with all these little guards shooting, 28-footers and then penetrating in the floor space. You have to have that speed and athleticism and versatility, and Jordan's got that.
Hey, Steve, we got the note about Nick's concussion. Are there any other details you can share as far as the play that caused that, or where he goes from here with it?
No real details. Our medical staff will check on him, tomorrow, and we'll see where that all goes. But I've got no report.
He'll go through the protocol starting tomorrow.
Just piggybacking on what you said about Wes, is he a guy whose contribution in the locker room too weighs pretty heavy? Like, is he somebody who everybody just sort of looks up to and respects?
Yeah, he's the elder statesman, and doesn't say a lot, but when he speaks, it's loud and powerful because he picks his spots. But he's just, he's seen everything, been around this league for a long time. He's obviously a great player, but he's also one of our leaders and a mentor for the younger guys. We're lucky to have him.
Great, thank you. We got
Thanks.
Wes